All right, hello everybody. It's time for Mr. Knott's Art Studio. Today we are going to be drawing a chain. So go ahead, get your pencil and paper ready. This is going to be a cool drawing. It's kind of simple and it has a real neat effect, real neat 3D effect. So go ahead, grab that pencil and paper. I'm not going to wait to get started. We're going to jump right in on this. Let me get my paper lined up here. There we go. Let me push this to the side just a bit. There we go, right there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in on this today. With the chain, we're going to draw some links that are going to come across right across here. Probably draw 4 or 5 links. I'm going to start out with just an oval shape right here. Draw these lines really light. I'm going to draw mine a little bit darker so you can see them. Draw them really light, then you can always go back and make them darker at near the end. So we have one link here. We have it started. I'm going to do the inside of the link right here. Like that. Just 2 little oval shapes. Nothing too hard, nothing too complicated. All right. I'm going to do another link right here. It's going to kind of be the same thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my oval come in like this. It's going to kind of start on the inside of this one. You want it about the same size as your first one. I'm going to kind of clean up my edge there a little bit. Then we'll do another oval inside that one, just like we did before. We're just going to kind of keep repeating this, but we're going to change it up here on one of the links here in just a second. All right, right now we can see through our chain links. What we want it to do is we want it to look like one link is going inside and going through the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this right here. Okay. So now this link, this is going behind it, behind this part, but we want it to come on over the top on this one. So I'm going to erase this here. Now that's one right on top of the other. You can see I have one of my big fans, Annabelle. Yay. Hey, Officer Scruggs is watching. Yay. All right. So with the next link we're going to do is we're going to bring it down this direction, but we want it, these are kind of laying flat. We want this one to look like it's turned up a little bit. So we're going to do another oval shape, but it's going to be skinnier. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to go inside. It starts out inside of this first oval. Make them about the same length. It's just, you're going to make it a little more narrow. We do our oval on the inside here. You want to try to keep your chain the same width all the way through. You don't want a little thin spot right here and a fat over here. You want to try to keep it about the same. If you make it thin, it makes your chain look kind of weak. They say chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So we're going to do the same thing here. Oh, I'm going to clean this up right here. Okay. So on I want it to come over on this part. So I'm going to erase that one. And I want it to come under on this one. So it's going to go under. So I got to kind of have to think. This is the hardest part about this, is just kind of thinking where's it's going over and then under. Now we're going to start another chain right down here. So I want you to make another oval shape. With another oval. So we're making another link. Edge a little bit. Yeah, we'll make another one. You should be catching on by by now and be making your own chain links. I'm going to do one that is really turned on its side. It's almost completely sideways. I'm going to make a really narrow oval on this one. You can do your chain links how you want. I'm going to make a really narrow oval, and it's going to be coming across this way. And then I want to show my overlapping. So I'm going to make it go on this one. I'm going to make it go under here and go over here. One more link. I'm going to do one more link like this. This one's going to be laying down a little bit more. Actually, we're going to do two more links, but we're going to do one right here. And we decide. What part do you want it to go over and what part do you want to go under? I'm going to make this one, since this is going over right here, I'm going to make it go under right there. And then this one's going to go over. So you can follow it. You don't want to, you got to be careful not to make them both go under, because then your chain will be broken. And it'll kind of stand out if you don't do it right. Going in and doing a little cleaning. All right, so here in the middle, the reason we started down here at the bottom, let's make this a broken chain. Let's make this chain look like it's broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of a half of an oval here. With the half of the inside, so half of two ovals there. And then on this one, we're going to come up. Do the same thing. We'll start it with the inside, like I have been. Do a half an oval here, half an oval there. I'm going to do the inside of it. Actually, I'm skipping. You notice what I did. So I've done this so many times that I've actually stopped drawing here and jumped over to the other side, because I knew that's where I wanted it to be. But I want to go ahead and teach you the erasing method. I actually forgot to erase on one side of this, so I need to erase down here. So So see how it goes under? I'm just erasing it so where I can't see through it. And then this one's going to come over. So it's going under it and coming over. You do the same thing here. I'm going to have it go under here and over there. You have to kind of think through. What is, where do I want it? Do I want it on top or do I want it to go underneath? You have to figure out which lines you have to erase. Once you figure that out, this actually becomes pretty easy. Right. Now, what I'm going to do on both ends of this chain here is I'm actually going to kind of make a little oval shape, but I'm going to make it jagged. Like that. Like that. I'll do it down here also. So our chain has this jagged, broken pieces to it. If you want to, you can even go in and add in just little jagged chunks, maybe even little specks, where the chain has, pieces of the chain have broken up. I mean, like it just shattered. It makes it look kind of cool. All right. So from here, we're ready to go in and we can start doing some shading on this. We're going to pretend our light source is coming in from this direction. So on this side of all our parts of our chain, we're going to add in some shading. I'm going to add in a little bit right here. Anything that's on this side, kind of on the underside of our chain, of our links. Also right here, because the light's hitting this side of this chain, but it can't get up underneath here. So there'll be some shadow there too. You don't have to press real hard or go real crazy. Just even a little bit of shading makes a big difference in how three-dimensional this will look. I'm going to do the same thing on the next link. Could be kind of a challenge. You can see how many links you could add to a chain. Make a really long chain. How many links could you add to it? Now, as we're going in and we're shading these, we're shading this side of it. But also there's going to be what's called a cast shadow. You can see my hand makes a shadow. Or let's see, we can do my pencil. See, my pencil makes a shadow on the paper. So there's going to be a cast shadow where anywhere where the chain overlaps, the chain above, underneath it, is going to, there's going to be a little shadow there too. Right here, because the top chain is making a shadow on the bottom chain. So we can continue to go through and on the left hand side, actually it's reversed for y'all. I'm kind of I forget that the camera's flipped around. So it's looking backwards. So this is actually, it's right hand side, left hand side. Okay. Main things, remember where your light source is coming in and you're shading the opposite side of it. There's going to be a little shadow there for the cast shadow. And we continue all the way through. After you practice this enough, you almost don't even have to think about what you're doing. Your shadows come in And this three-dimensional basics that we're doing here, where you're doing this overlapping, that's one way to make something look three-dimensional, even if you don't fully understand shading and stuff, is putting one thing right behind the other. That can actually make a big difference in your picture, just over layering it or overlapping it. And my cast shadow here. There's going to be a cast shadow there. Y'all please share these videos, pass them down over to your friends, get family members all involved, have some fun with it. And now to add in even a further three-dimensional effect, you can create a cast shadow down here on the ground. It doesn't take much to show it, but and don't go real heavy with it, because if you go real heavy with it, it's going to look like you're trying to make another chain. So what you do is just a suggestion. I'm just showing a little suggestion. You can go in and smooth this out with using a stipple. Try not to use your fingers to smudge it. I still do it sometimes if I'm kind of in a hurry, or if it's not a real important picture, I'll use my finger. Just go in and soften that up, but I'll show you my stipple here in just a second. You can make yourself one, or you can even buy them. They probably even sell them at Walmart. But what I do is I just have a piece of rolled up paper here. Yeah, I like making my own. They seem to work a little bit better. I can control them a little bit more. You can tell I've used this one quite a bit. It's already got pencil lead on it. So I can take this and just kind of smooth out all my shading. Kind of takes away the pencil lines. But you don't want to go crazy and just go like this. It just smudges the whole picture, and all it does is makes your picture look foggy. Like, oh wow, where did that fog come from? I was going through some of my old drawings and stuff, my old portfolios. I thought about showing those to you today. It's just some old stuff that I've done. I couldn't quite get it ready for today. I didn't realize how much stuff I had. I think I have about 12 sketchbooks. So I might try to get that ready for tomorrow or one day next week. If y'all would like to see that, give me some thumbs ups if you think you'd like that. See some of my old stuff. So there we go. Now we have a chain that's broken. So let's go ahead and we'll have our life lesson today. Now, we did a chain, and I did a broken chain on purpose. So often in our life, all of us have some kind of chain that's holding us. It could be anything from being stuck, watching too much TV, or being on our phones all the time. It's easy to do that. All of us have something that is holding us back, and you have to try to go in and you have to figure out what is it. What is it holding you back? Why is it holding you back? And try to do the opposite. of it, okay? If you're spending hours and hours on your phone, put your phone away, turn it off. Go set it down and go someplace. Go do something. Something that I do that helps me to kind of break any of those chains that are holding me up is I have what I call my 20-minute plan. And I set my watch, the timer on my watch, for 20 minutes. And I go do something. I go, okay, I'm going to work on this for 20 minutes. And then I change it. And when that 20 minutes is up, I change it to something else, something to make me more productive or to distract me from whatever else is holding me back. So that's why we did a broken chain today. I hope y'all enjoyed the lesson. I'll catch y'all later. May God bless all your adventures.